fellow language learning nerds, welcome to a new video. Today I thought I'll talk about a little something that's what's the right word, time specific or pertinent to right now, whatever. Anyway, I'll tell you what it is. So recently it's been the Easter holidays, and so my Japanese class that I do once a week has been on break. I think we've had about 3 weeks of no lessons, and as of recording, next week is when we are going back to class. So I thought I would show you the little thing, kind of my little routine that I do to kind of prepare myself for the new term. To kind of like organize what I had been learning to feeling mentally prepared, like, okay, let's learn some new stuff. Yeah, I figured everyone must have a different thing that they do when it comes to like starting up classes again, a new term or something like that. Maybe someone has really big plans, or like before class starts, I'm going to do all of these things, and then other people are like, everyone has their different ways, I figured. So I thought I'll just show you the little thing that I do to prepare for a new term. So the main thing that I like to organize for a new term is all the new kind of grammary things that the teacher has taught us in the previous term. I like to gather it all up so it's in the one place, so I can have it as a quick reference, and then it's really easy for me to go back and practice it and refresh my knowledge. So I have these two notebooks that I use regularly. This one, which looks much neater, as you can tell, this one looks so battered because I use this one the most. This one is my actual class notebook. It's the one I use in class to take my notes. It's actually I'm not that far from finishing up this one, so I'm gonna have to choose a new class notebook. I'm gonna have to choose that soon. Anyway, so this is the one that I use in class just to grab some notes, write them down. So I try to make it as neat as possible, but you know, you're writing things quickly down in class, so it can be a bit messy in terms of like my writing, and the notes are all over the place. Then this one, now this is the one where I collect, I don't know if I've ever introduced you to this book or talked about it before. Basically, all the grammar that I've learnt in class, I've collected it all into here like a little reference book specifically to me. So if I need to refresh myself, be like, oh, I remember that we learnt how to say blah blah blah, but I can't remember off the top of my head, I need to refresh myself, I can just do a quick flip through here, oh there it is, and then I can, you know, just do a bit of practice. It usually will say things like it will usually kind of give the rules, but I also try to put little example sentences in here to help make it very clear. But yeah, it's basically a quick reference guide for me for all the grammar that I've learnt. It's kind of like, so like there's these grammar dictionaries that I've shown off before. So it's kind of like this, but very specific to my own learning, which is kind of alarming. This book isn't even full, okay? And look at how skinny this is. Look how thick this is. This is one book of 3. How am I gonna fit all of this in here? Try not to think about it. Here's my tiny sliver of knowledge. What I've been doing is going through my class notebook, gathering all the kind of new grammar things that we've learned over the term, because they're a bit spread out through the notebook, and I've been kind of transferring them from here into here in a much neater, much easier to read and look up way. I'm like halfway through doing that. I've kind of identified all the ones from my class notebook that I want to put in here, and I'm halfway through putting them in here. And these, what if I could show you? Yeah, like this, like nice and neat and nice and referencey, as you can see. Yeah, it's much easier for me to Renshu practice. It's much easier for me to practice from here than it is from my class notebook. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing there. Once I've finished all of that, then the next thing I'm going to do is, from my laptop on here, is do my homework. I definitely should do that. My teacher is never particularly strict on doing homework or anything. Like if 1 week you're like, oh, I'm really sorry, I wasn't able to do the homework this week, she's not going to give you a lecture about, well, you should be doing all of this every week if you want to improve, da 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 da. She's more like, yeah, okay, cool. Like you're an adult, you're in charge of your own learning. So she's not going to babysit you. But yeah, but of course I like to do my homework. I want to make sure that I'm, keeping up with the class. So yeah, I have slightly more homework than usual. Usually we would have like 2 sheets of homework at the end, like going from one class to the next, but because it's been half term, we have a few more. So I have, wait. Here we go. I don't know if that's good. If you see that top line here, those are each of the sheets that I want to do, and once I have done them, I shall email them to my teacher and say, like, here's the homework, I've done homework, da 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 da, and then she can send them back to me. Excellent. But yeah, for Japanese, that's what I like to do. Do in between, starting a new term, collecting some grammar that I've been learning before, making sure that's all nice and neat and in a good reference form for myself for practicing. I feel like I want to do that a little bit more. To me, it's a little bit more important than the homework side of it, because this is like, I feel like I can't really do my homework unless I've organised this, because this is my basic learning, these 2 books. And if I haven't sorted that out, then I can't even do my homework, because in your homework you're meant to show that you are doing the learning, I'm not making any sense, but that's just how I like to organise it in my head. Talking about preparing for a new class, that was all my Japanese stuff. I will be starting doing British Sign Language lessons soon. I will be doing level 1, yay! Where I'm doing my my lessons from. It's going to be online, but I now have access to their online little student website where there's loads of references that they have and loads of things that they would like you to prep before class, like try to learn your ABCs, things like that. So I've also been going through that and learning some vocabulary of BSL before my lessons start in May. I believe the date is May 11th. Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to that. So yeah, I've been doing a little bit of prep for that, but that's just basically like making sure I know my ABCs and my basic introductions and some signs. And yeah, very, very much looking forward to that. But that's just my side. I guess I'm learning 2 languages now at the same time. I'm sure It will all be fine. I'm really looking forward to it. But yeah, so that has been the kind of prep stuff that I've been doing for lessons starting up again for Japanese, and then a little bit of prep for sign language that is going to be starting soon. So yes. But that is just what I do when prepping for classes. If you have a different routine, if you like to do something completely different or something similar, please do let me know. I would be very interested to see what people like to do, how they prepare themselves, whether it's like a literal preparation thing or whether it's like a mental preparation thing. Yeah, I think it'd be really interesting to share that. So do please pop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear it. That's enough of my rambling for today. So hopefully I will see you in the next video. And until then, remember, may your grammar be structured and your vocabulary varied. Bye!